Hey everybody out in YouTube land, my name is Mike and I love guitars. In today's video, we're going to check out the newly launched S by Solar Guitars brand. Let's do this. If you're on YouTube, you probably already know about Ola Englund and about Solar Guitars. But what you might not know is he just released a new affordable line of guitars called S by Solar. A lot of guitar companies already have an affordable line of guitars under a different name. Gibson has Epiphone, Fender has Squier, Paul Reed Smith has the SE line. S by Solar is essentially that for Solar guitars. These are highly spec'd metal machines, but at very affordable prices. Considering the fact the brand just launched, there are actually a really surprising number of guitars already available. So let's take a look real quick and see what we've got. So looking at the sbysolar.com website, we have a selection of guitars and one bass. So if we check out the Type AB, actually have multiple options for these guitars, which is again a little bit surprising considering the fact that this brand just launched. You don't usually see a brand that's just launched with so many options. And the best thing about these guitars is, man, they are super affordable. Like this one here, this is a 3/4 scale guitar, but this guitar is only $219. Actually, a year or two ago, I bought a guitar for my son that's a 3/4 scale, and I didn't pay much less than this. And if this had been an option at the time, I probably would have gotten him a Solar guitar as opposed to the Mitchell guitar that I bought for him. He doesn't really play it, but that's a story for a different day. But like I said, that's a 3/4 scale guitar, $219. This one, I believe, is a full scale guitar at $249. Yeah, this is a full scale. And let's see what we've got here. Got hardware, black hardware, closed black machine tuners. So not the open gear tuners. Let's see, 25.5-inch scale, maple neck, bolt on. Let's see, fretboard materials of black tech wood, so it's a synthetic, which is not bad. A lot of people have issues with that. I don't. So white dots for the fret markers, 500K pots, and passive pickups, which is fine. 3-way toggle switch or blade switch. Just black metal dome knobs. This is a good, for such a cheap guitar, this is not a bad spec guitar at all. We're not going to look at all the guitars because there are a ton of them, but we even have a 7-string here for $299, fixed bridge, and similar as far as bolt-on maple neck at the black tech wood fretboard. 500K pots, 3-way blade switch. I like that he's basically making affordable guitars aimed at beginners, which is what these are. These aren't going to be guitars that you're primarily going to be seeing a lot of people take on tour, that kind of thing. But these are beginner guitars to get in the hands of people learning to play who aren't going to want to spend $3,000, $4,000 on a PRS or something like that. Maybe won't even want to spend $1,000 on a higher end Solar or $1,500 on a Solar. So this is their TB. This is the Tele body style, obviously. And again, very similar specs. Maple fretboard, or maple neck, bolt on black tech wood fretboard. These are not like killer. They're not going to have Evertunes. They're not going to have Schaller locking tuners, that kind of thing. But for $250, these are pretty nice. It'd be cool. Again, Gibson has Epiphone, Fender has Squier, and some of the Squiers are this cheap, but they're also feel like they're made out of plywood. And you're not going to find any Epiphones anywhere near this price. So the fact that he can do it at this price is pretty impressive. I'm sure they're made in China to get the price that low, but there are some pretty decent instruments coming out of that part of the world these days. So nickel frets, so no stainless steel frets. Again, the black tech wood synthetic material for the fretboard. And this is a licensed Floyd Rose. So it's not going to be the high-end original Floyd Rose, but that's okay. Again, for a total of $350, man, and that's a cool looking finish. You know, it's obviously it's going to be a veneer or photo flame, that sort of thing. So it's not going to be like a thick maple top, but that's still a really cool finish. It's a cool, matching color headstock. These are cool guitars for the price, man. I'm never going to be a hater for companies making guitars that people can actually afford, because as much as I love nice guitars, even I have a hard time being able to afford what I really want a lot of the time. And I am a massive guitar nut, and I buy way too many guitars, and I spend way too much money on guitar stuff. But still, like I said, I really appreciate that he's making these guitars so cheap. So they got two basses. They're essentially the same bass as far as what they look. It looks like just different color options, but again, $279, two pickups, maple neck. I'm trying to see if it says what the actual body material. There it is, Poplar bodies. Man, these are not bad at all. This is really cool that he's able to make guitars at this level, at this price point. And I know that, Harley Benton makes a lot of really cheap guitars too. I think I'd go with the S by Solar over a Harley Benton, but that's just me. Full disclosure, I have never owned a Harley Benton or a Solar guitar. I very much would like to own a Solar guitar, but I just haven't set aside the money for one and picked one up yet. But again, really today, like I said, I just wanted to talk about the fact that the S by Solar brand just got launched, and there are some really cool options in here, and at really, really good prices, man. This is cool. I really, really dig this. I'd really like to check out one of their Vs one of these days. I am not a huge V guy. I've only owned a couple in my life, but I would pick one of these up. And that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to take a second to check out these new S by Solar guitars and just see what they have to offer. And honestly, really kind of impressed by it. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you own a Solar, or if you're planning on picking one of these up, let me know, and I'll be happy to talk about it, because, man, I would really like to get my hands on one. Oh, man. Here we go. I am getting too old for this.